spotlight on the National Great Blacks in Wax Museum. I'm John Carrington, and today we're going to be visiting a very important moment. The NAACP convention, but the National Great Blacks in Wax Museum was there for the unveiling of the wax figure of the widow of Medgar Evers. This is the moment. What a moment. The unveiling of the wax figure of Medgar Evers' wife. Her daughter was there, and she had some things that she wanted to share with the world. Let's take a look at this.
Annually, the association has presented the Medgar Wiley Evers Award to staff members who have demonstrated dedication, competence, and commitment to the cause of civil rights and the work of the NAACP. It is a great honor for me to present Rena Evers, Medgar's daughter, who will present the annual Medgar Wiley Evers Award.
Good evening, NAACP family. There's a shaking in the spirit, isn't it? And we're going to shake it all the way to the rights get done. It is a privilege to be here tonight to participate in the ceremony, which means so very much to our family, the Medgar Evers family, and the NAACP. There have been many martyrs throughout history, in every land, with every people, in many high causes. Tonight, we tribute to my father, Medgar Evers. I love him. Another martyr in the crusade for human liberty, who was struck down in the horrific act of hatred in a cowardly fashion by a bullet in the back. He could not even look him in the face. My father, Medgar Wiley Evers, who served as the field secretary for this association, the NAACP, in Mississippi from 1954 until his assassination 54 years ago, June 12, 1963. During his tenure, he focused on desegregation of higher learning, higher education, and the campaign against police brutality, always the struggle for voting rights, and the campaign to desegregate public accommodations. My father, along with so many that are here tonight, fought on the front line to investigate and publicize lynchings. My father's assassination left my wonderful mother, Merle Evers, without a husband. My brothers, Darrell Kenyatta Evers and James Van Dyke, and myself without a father. We were left with unrelenting determination to take up in our own way where he left off. Tonight, I make this plea to you, to us, because of deaths like my father, because of wrongs that have been done to the human kind. We must have dedication and commitment. As this award is presented, we commend you and urge you to continue the work to make the mission of the NAACP successful, to help assure that his death and so many other deaths will not be in vain. At this time, the first award will be presented to a member of our administrative staff. just kind of back up one second. Because I want to tell you a little bit about this award that was said earlier from Mr. Turner. It recognizes 3 members of its staff, administrative, management, and executive, for their achievements. And also for all the hard work and dedication that they have committed to this association. Now, to go forward, our first award, Administrative Staff Award. For more than 11 years, since 2006, Jessie Sigmund has served the NAACP as Executive Assistant. Please give her some love. She has worked with several different department heads. During this tenure, her work ethic has been excellent, and she has demonstrated her commitment to the mission of the NAACP. She is well organized, manages staff schedules, provides briefing documents, and keeps development leadership organized. Will also work late at night, all night long, and weekends as needed. For new staff, she provides a chronological history of the NAACP, how the different departments function, and explains the board's governance. She willingly supports other staff members and helps maintain the continuity of the workflow in the development department. Jessie also serves as the major connection and resource between our New York and Baltimore development office staff. She is responsible for assembling and compiling material for the NAACP annual report and making certain that those assigned to work with her maintain a timely schedule to assure that necessary deadlines are met. Staff members express their appreciation for her efficiency, her dedication, and for her compassion, willingness to provide her assistance, and her consideration for others. In view of her support for the staff, the excellent quality of her diverse workload, her regular interactions with the finance department to maintain accuracy of the financial records of the NAACP Foundation funds generated, as well as a corporate campaign, major donors, and others, her services are essential. At this time, it is with much pleasure that I present the Medgar Evers Award of Excellence to Jessie Sigmund, Executive Assistant Development.
Just to be in the background, but I love this association and I love the people that I work for, and I just want to say thank you.
The Management Award. The recipient of this year's Medgar Wiley Evers Award of Excellence for a managerial staff member has been an NAACP employee for some 14 years, since 2003. During his tenure, he has consistently demonstrated his commitment to the concept of justice and working to achieve equal opportunity. As office operations manager, For the Washington Bureau, he possesses extensive computer and administrative skills, manages multiple projects without difficulty. He is able to relate to individuals at any level of business and management, as he has excellent communication skills, both written and oral. He is a very effective, efficient team builder and demonstrates highly effective leadership skills. He is very patient, something we all need, which is much appreciated by his coworkers. His promotion of the NAACP includes his family, which he brings to participate in as many events as possible, his wife and 3 children, especially those events important to the NAACP. He is respected and admired by the NAACP staff to the extent that non-Washington Bureau staff join in nominating him for a previous award as Employee of the Month. Adam is pleasant, supportive, and concerned about others and willing to help without worry about any difficulty which might be involved. A major attribute is his devotion and love for his family. Now it is my privilege to present this 2017 Medgar Wiley Evers Award for Excellence for Management Staff Member to Adam Lee. Office Operations Manager, Washington Bureau, NAACP. Mr. Lee, will you come to the podium?
I wasn't expecting this. This is truly an honor, and I humbly accept this award. This thank you. Thank you for everything.
This recipient of the Medgar Wiley Evers Award for Excellence for an Executive Staff Member has been currently employed for some 9 years and serves as Chief of Staff. She has demonstrated her dedication and commitment to the mission of the NAACP through her stellar service to 3 Chief Executive Officers. She has served as liaison staff to our program, Women in the NAACP, and has assisted its director, Dr. Daly, to develop pertinent and successful programs featured during the annual convention, like now, embodying highlights of the program accomplishments annually. Has also worked to develop and implement the EWB Du Bois Fellows, through which outstanding undergraduate interns are engaged to work with our NAACP program directors. A longtime employee of the NAACP, whose service has been used by 3 successive CEOs, she has been able to share her knowledge of NAACP policy and work to assist these executives to function more effectively and avoid possible difficulties. She has demonstrated her loyalty and efficiency through her support of those new employees in NAACP who have worked with new CEOs. She also possesses musical talents, which has been recognized and used by the NAACP for special events, as well as her church and the community in which she lives. She is a professional who is demonstrating commitment always to the NAACP. This year's recipient of the Medgar Wiley Evers Award for Excellence for the Executive Staff Member is presented to Kia Pearson.
really called my name. For real. I mean, okay. My father, Pastor William H. Graham, has a motto that a day without laughter is a day wasted. So if I could take a moment, just tell the truth and shame the devil. I've been waiting for this award for years. Years. I said over there with comrades, y'all. They never called my name. But today is my day. I'm just so elated. I'm just so elated. Oh, God is so perfect. I thank him for me to get this in my own hometown. And he's so perfect. I just want to take a moment to thank our chair, Chairman Russell, and our newly elected interim president, Derek Johnson. I thank Kwesi Mfume, who brought me in so many years ago. And I had a little baby, 4 months old. It's been so many years that she's 20 years old now, volunteering with AXO all this week. And I'm still here at the NAACP. And I thank Ben Jealous, who after some years I left, he brought me back. And I have to thank Cornell William Brooks, who recognized my abilities and kept me on. And so I am grateful tonight to still be here fighting the good fight. But you know, it's a joy to go to work every day because of those people over there. The best colleagues anywhere, the hardest working people anywhere, the NAACP. I thank my family, my husband, my children. I say I have 3 children, I have 2 daughters and a nephew I call my own, and my sister who allows me to do this work every day. At the NAACP, we staff fight every day. We fight injustice no matter where we are, whether we're in the mailroom, whether we're in the legal department, whatever we do, we fight. And in honor of Medgar Evers, our colleague, our fallen colleague, we fight on. We fight on. We fight on.
Slain civil rights heroes, and what a wonderful representative she is of what all of our young people should be striving to be. And there were some moments during the NAACP convention that are worth remembering. I think you'll find that this right here is very historic. The widow of Medgar Evers couldn't be there, but she had some wonderful things to say. Take a look at this.
Of the wax statue. Please join us and watch the video screens for a special message from Chairman Emeritus Merle Evers Williams.
Hello to my NAACP family and friends, to my family, and to everyone else out there who has made it possible to have this wax figure of myself, Merle Evers Williams, here in the museum. I am forever grateful to you for your interest, for your caring, and for your work. For all of those who have come to this review, I hope that you will enjoy yourselves. I hope you will be favorably critical of the artwork. And I do apologize for not being there with you. Health is an issue, and I'm unable to travel. But I had thoughts that reflected back on my years with the NAACP, particularly as chairman of the board. Those were some tough years for the association, deeply in debt. We got the NAACP out of $4 million of debt. Women at that time were few on the board. I believe there were only 14. For those of you who were there, you will remember the challenges that we had as we were told at that time to take a back seat. I think about my dear, dear friend Hazel Dukes, who said, "Don't wait," and who was as bold as she could be in the board meetings And Hazel, I thank you so much for your friendship and all that you have done. I think of so many other members whose names I can't call because there are too many, who gave so much of yourselves to see that the NAACP existed, that it was without debt, that we reached out to young people, that we built a strong organization that exists today and is needed as much today as it has ever been. It was a joy as well as a pain, if you will, to head the organization. But the NAACP is an organization that I love, and that my husband, Medgar Evers, gave his life for this organization and all that it meant. We moved on now to another generation, and I must pay tribute at this point to Medgar's daughter and my daughter, Rena Evers Everett, for standing by all of us through thick and thin, who always said to me, "Mom, yes, you can. I'm here, don't worry, I'll take care of you." And to this day, she is still trying to do that. So Rena, let me say publicly how much I love you, how much I respect you, how proud I am of all that you do in keeping your dad's memory alive and working to keep mine alive too. I want to say to you here and now, be sure that you take care of yourself so that you can carry on the work of others. To all of those in the pulpit scene, I thank you for your support. I thank you, friends, one and all. God bless you.
Hey, and welcome to Spotlight on the Great Blacks in Wax Museum. I'm John Carrington, and we're visiting the NAACP convention, which happened to be held in downtown Baltimore. What a wonderful moment for Baltimore. And the reason the National Great Blacks in Wax Museum was interested in that convention is because there was an unveiling of the wax figure of Medgar Evers' wife, wonderful woman who stood by her man throughout the civil rights struggle. And when Medgar Evers was assassinated, well, she was there bearing the grief, but she made such a contribution by standing by the movement throughout those terrible, terrible times. The unveiling of her wax figure was a historic moment, and the NAACP invited the National Great Blacks in Wax Museum to be a part of it. Let's take a look at this.
From the Great Blacks in Wax Museum, are you in the audience, Dr. Martin? We want to thank you for doing an exceptional job. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, Rena, Merle will be enshrined in the Great Blacks in Wax Museum. And it is a wonderful, wonderful thing.
My youngest daughter, Nicole Evers Everett, for being here for me and for stepping in a couple of years ago when I couldn't be here and my mom couldn't be here. It is for the next generation to carry it on. And for my stepson, Fernando, I thank you for being here. And I have to say about my mother's older sister who was actually an only child, but her sister is Hazel Dukes. Thank you, Auntie Hazel. Thank you, Auntie Hazel, for always being there. And especially to the board for being so supportive of this measure. And I'd like to turn it over to quickly for Dr. Martin, if you want to say anything. Yes. I'm so glad to see you.
I take what I do very seriously because we get a chance to preserve someone's legacy. I'm always grateful to family members and people who knew the personalities that we try to capture in wax. And one of the things that I'm proud of as I've gone through this journey with Rena, aside from the fact that I called her at 8 o'clock our time, not knowing that she was on the West Coast, and therefore she said, Dr. Martin, could you call me back a little bit later? It's 5 o'clock here. But she's been gracious, and I feel that we have been entrusted with the legacy of Medgar Evers, and now the legacy of Merle Evers Williams. I am truly grateful. I'm grateful too that Merle and I were associated with great men, but more importantly, good men, and we truly know the difference. Thank you.
I know they want to take pictures, but I have one special person that I'm asking to come up. Derek Johnson came to me earlier this year, actually last year, and said, we're going to get this done. This is going to get done. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here.
The unveiling. What a moment, what a moment. Dr. Joanne Martin, the founder and owner of the National Great Blacks in Wax Museum, was there. What a moment, what a moment. And you saw it here on Spotlight in the National Great Blacks in Wax Museum. Hey, I'm John Carrington, and we'll be waiting right here for you next time on Spotlight on the National Great Blacks in Wax Museum. Until next time, bye-bye.